Hey there, I'm Christina from hairromance.com. Today's tutorial is a double waterfall braid. I love this style and it's not just for long hair. I've done a waterfall braid in hair that's only about chin length, so this is a great braid for short hairstyles. Now, the double version is probably better for medium to long hair, but I think either version is beautiful. Waterfall braids are called that because the sections seem to sort of cascade out as you drop pieces and then the second braid picks them up again. If you want to learn how to do this style, keep watching. I've got the tutorial just for you.
The trick to waterfall braids is how you start them. I've parted my hair on the right and I like to leave some pieces out around my face. Then start your braid near your part, picking up a section of hair and splitting it into 3. Now this bit is really important. You always start with the top section. You cross that over the middle and then the cross over the bottom. And that third section is where you pick up some hair from your part and add it into the braid. Now you need to remember that top section because it's your first waterfall. You don't cross again, you actually let it fall and pick up a new braid section next to it. So that section isn't crossed over, you drop the top section out and then you pick up a piece of hair behind it and that's your new part of the braid. So this is how you create your waterfall. Now then on the next section you add into the top. And then you drop the underneath and pick up a new braid section. Making sure you have this at the right order at the start means you'll be in sync for the braid. As you get around the back, you can angle your waterfall slightly down as you add in hair from around your head. And by the way, if you want to learn how I create these waves, I'll include a link to some of my tutorials below. Now, as your braid is reaching the other side, I still like to keep a few loose layers on the front on the right side. To finish your waterfall braid, I use the last 3 sections and just do a regular braid or a plait and secure the end with a tiny clear elastic. You can stop the waterfall right at the edge of the braid or at the bottom of the plait, it's up to you. And of course, I have to stretch it out. This makes your hair look thicker and helps the braid sit exactly where you want it. So that's your single waterfall braid. And you can leave this style as is, I think it's beautiful just as it is. Or you can keep adding on with braid number 2. Braid number 2 starts in pretty much exactly the same way. Picking up a section of hair around your face and splitting it into 3. Just make sure you don't include the waterfall sections as that is going to be the hair that you add into the second waterfall. And of course we always start with the top section. The top crosses over the middle and then the bottom crosses up, and on the third cross we're going to pick up the waterfall section from braid 1 and add it into braid 2. This is how the 2 waterfalls are going to connect. And just like before, the top section of braid 2 is going to drop out and become a waterfall section. Just so you can see it a bit more clearly, we're adding in the waterfall from braid 1 and then dropping out the bottom section of braid 2. The tricky thing now, especially when doing this in your own hair, is not to pick up waterfall sections of braid 1 as you pick up the new sections. It helps to lift the braid back so I can get a section from underneath. And it helps if you've got a mirror just to check as you're going. Continue with this same waterfall braid, adding in the waterfall pieces from braid 1 into braid 2 and then dropping the section underneath and picking up a new braid piece. I like to follow the line of braid 1 so that they stay pretty parallel as I'm going around. But don't worry, you can still adjust this at the end. I kind of have to work by feel when I'm around the back here to make sure that I'm picking up the right sections. If you've got a mirror, it definitely makes it easier. Now, to combine the two braids, the plait becomes the final add-in to braid 2. As you drop the underneath section, pick one more up, and we're just going to finish in a basic braid or plait with the braid from number 1, it's confusing braids, plaits, and then combine those down together into a regular 3-strand braid or a plait. Use another clear elastic to join those two together. And now it's just time to stretch it and perfect it. Though I don't like it too perfect, it's okay if it's a little messy. Now that's it, you're done, and get ready for a great hair day.
So that's the double waterfall braid. I really hope you give it a try in your hair. It's one of my favourite braids to do, especially in hair that's been curled, as it just gives that soft finish and everyone will ask you how you did it. And don't forget, even if you've got short hair, this is a braid you can try just as a single version. I tried it in hair that's only chin length or longer, so you can definitely give it a try. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe and little notifications bell so you know when I post my next tutorial. Over on hairstyle.com, there's heaps of tutorials and styles for you to choose from. Have fun with your hair, and I'll see you next time. Bye.